Okay. Hi guys! Hello and welcome to the Roundtable, Wednesdays at noon. This edition is going to be all about Rhinebeck, more or less, because that is starting tomorrow. Hooray for all of you guys who know me from Rhinebeck. So I guess you already know at this point that Rhinebeck is virtual, and if you didn't, yeah, it's virtual. Oh, how sad that is, because, it is such an amazing event. It's, in New York State, it's outside of Albany, and at this time of year, the leaves are really pretty. At the show, there's like a lot of maple flavored things and a lot of apple cider and apple flavored things and foods and fancy foods to eat. Like there's this artichoke vendor. I think, my kids went out and got all the great food. Plus, it is like the most glorious collection of indie dye artists, yarn makers, fiber farmers, and fiber enthusiasts. And then, of course, the public that goes create this fabulous parade of all their knitted goods, and it's like a giant yarn party for several days, and we're all going to be missing it. So this year it's going to be virtual. Maybe some of you have already experimented with going to their website because you wanted to take a class, but for the vast group watching the show, I thought I would just try and be as helpful as I could. I think sometimes when they're on these virtual events, there's a platform associated with just that one event that's different than other people are used to, either from going around to different websites or maybe Facebook or their social media that they're good at. And then they get to a virtual show and it has its own style, its own little platform. So a couple of things I was going to tell you were today, the two main places that I would go to participate in the show if I were a customer was, and this is not the best printout of this, but I printed out what their website looks like because I already had a customer or two contact me and said, hey, I'm at the Rhinebeck site for last year and not this year. And I think that's taken care of, but this is the header of the one that's for this year. So if you've signed up for a workshop, you've seen this. So why would you go to this website? Well, you go and you buy a ticket. The tickets are really little. They're just $5. That doesn't prohibit anybody's budget for yarn, which I think is nice for them to have kept the ticket price small. And then you get for that your own personal client hub, that's the word that they're using, that helps you organize all of your activities for the 4 days of the festival. So what might your activities be? And they're listed on the website, so I won't go into too much detail, but the flavor of it is the fleece show, the kids' activities, like I've mentioned a couple of times, classes that you might have signed up for, workshops. And then there's a host of things that have to do with the vendors themselves. So what has to do, I'm realizing I'm just standing in one place. How boring is that? Okay, so for the vendors ourselves, I kind of moved over here anyway because I'm standing in front of my online inventory, a big bulk of my online inventory. What you gain for us is that the show is open like from the beginning, midnight Eastern Standard Time on Thursday all the way through to the end, the midnight cusp again on the Sunday Eastern Standard Time. But clearly I'm not going to be in here that entire length of time. So they had us vendors sign up for our own open hours. So I have like my own, so I said for myself, for Avalon Springs Farm, we'll be open 10 to 5 all 4 days. If I were at the show in real time, I think like the Sunday hours might have differed a little bit, but I just thought it would be easy for people to remember 10 to 5 all 4 days. And what does that mean? What do my open hours mean versus the festival open hours? To me, it kind of means I've made a commitment to be by my phone and my computer and this room, so that I can service you guys the best I possibly can. Then when you get inside, you will find in the little vendor areas, you'll see the big list of the vendors, and you will see their like things that are called like a virtual booth and these Zoom meetings. So vendors provide a Zoom link, and you can drop in, and very similar. Mine will look a lot like this, because I'm going to broadcast my Zoom through the best camera I have right now, which is my latest and greatest iPhone 11, which was just usurped by a 12. Darn it. Why is it that you have like the newest, coolest thing, and then 10 minutes later, there's another new one? But you know what? The camera on this particular iPhone, it's exquisite. And I feel like even the quality of my yarn pictures has gone up. I've noticed that there's less of a blue-green problem that there are on other video cameras. So I definitely will use my own iPhone camera. As a matter of fact, it seems like it's a little more hard to get an accurate reading on a red than it is an accurate reading on a blue, and it made me wonder what was the coding and technology behind that. But finally, you know, so much of the earth is blue skies and green grass or green trees, so like to get accurate blues and greens is really nice. So I'm going to broadcast through my iPhone in my Zoom meeting, and I think that there's basically 2 different categories of these Zoom meetings. There's the drop-in style where the Zoom link is open and you can like come in and wander in and say something to me. Or there's the one-on-one meeting style, and that is that people just send me a message that says, I would like to meet with you one-on-one. Maybe you want me to like you have a specific shawl in mind and you need certain colors, and I custom pull things out for you or something like that. Hey Jenny, will you pan the mess behind me for just a moment? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that mess will be cleaned up by tomorrow, so that if you do one of these one-on-one meetings, I can put things, the lighting in there is much better than in the pink room. You see that we have, I mean, little windows, but that the room is kind of dark. I do have some big lights that I will plug in, but just the same, I feel like it's really important to show you the yarn in natural lighting. So I can pull things here and then take them over there and pair things for you if you want me to do one of those one-on-one things. Actually, you can ask me any questions in any of the virtual settings.
So someone asked, I'm sorry, I'm only seeing this now. Just to your right on the second shelf from the top, what is that wonderful blue yarn? Is this?
Ask them if this is it.
Is this one it? I'll probably get a response later, but this one is, what's the name of this?
Oh, okay. So I made these to be in sync with each other, and one of them is a color that oh wait, you have the variegated version. Okay, I made these to be in sync with each other, and this is Looking Water, I bet, yep, Looking Water, and this is Dover. Yep, Dover. So they kind of go like a, what do you call a transition? You know, when the colors trend. And there are 2 more that will be part of this collection that actually, I'm glad they mentioned, and this is just a variegated of these 2, it turns out. But I have 2 more in my little basket of...
oh, no, it wasn't that one. Was it the DK over here? Even if we don't get it on Rhinebeck, everything will be.
I do have some blues and greens. This is Pendragon worsted. This is Pendragon bulky. So
Just to the right on one level down from that, the worsted or the fingering. Oh my gosh, I wish I read this the second you said it.
I wonder if it's our right or our... Oh, we have to...
Oh, because wait. Okay, this one's the right, this one's the left.
But
on my
facing,
face.
Yeah,
So you think it's the right and you think it's the left.
Yes, the camera person. And so we have to think about how are they viewing it.
They're viewing it the way I'm viewing it. So this is the right, this is the left.
Right and left.
No, this is the right.
Okay, and you guys, I get rights and lefts mixed up.
Oh my God, we have this joke. You were driving in the car and said, "Oh, turn left," and you turn right, and we're like, "Mom, you turn left," and she's like, "Yeah, I'm turning left," and it's this joke. But anyway, this right here is. Can you read?
Oh yes, that is called "Spell of the Blue Moon." So maybe it cast a spell
from the first one you showed. So this. So.
And then
down one. This is.
Oh, this one is Tintagel. I make that all the time.
And then this.
This one is On a Clear Day. And these are the Pendragon fingerings. Let's go through some other blues. This one is Into the Wishing Well, a very dark one. With like regular deep blue and then navy and really dark navy. And this one is View by the Pond.
This is Chivalry, but this is...
Did we do this one? Oh, yeah, On a Clear... Oh, Sacred Water.
Sometimes I can read your handwriting, and other times you can't read mine.
I know.
It's okay. What other blues? Oh, yes. She said yes. We got it. Okay.
Yay! Okay, so that was wonderful that happened on this video chat because it's a little bit like what it will happen in these in the Zoom thing that we would actually hear the customer.
Oh, Tintagel. How do you spell that?
Tintagel.
Yep. Tintagel.
That's the castle. Mostly associated with Guinevere, but yes, that was an important castle. So I imagine Guinevere looking out the window. Okay, people are, Okay, so anyway, that was a great little interlude because that shows a bit like what it will be like. I wish we could be in person because that would take 2 seconds in real life as opposed to a minute or two virtually. But still, it's what it'll all be about. So back to and then the one-on-one. So the two, I think there's going to be the Zoom link where people walk in and it's an experience a little bit like that. And then the one-on-one thing where it's a private Zoom link and I can take stuff off the shelf and go into the other room and pair it up and do stuff like that. Okay, so did I talk about, and I showed them that website in case they didn't know about the website.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the other thing is, this is the Facebook page. The header on the Facebook page changes a little bit, and this is a picture of the fleece show. But this is the other place to participate. I am broadcasting today the importance of the Facebook group. So Rhinebeck Sheep and Wool has a Facebook business page. They have another Facebook group of people who are just Rhinebeck enthusiasts. But then the reason that I'm saying this one is that this is the Facebook group that is the official one that's being broadcast by the show. And I think it's important to know about this site as a fail-safe. Suppose the website were to go down or crash or, I know that they've paid for all this surge capacity. That was part of what all the little $5 were about. and the ability to do all this stuff online. But Facebook kind of like never crashes. So if you were in the middle of something and everything fell apart, you could go to the Facebook official group and get information. You know, hey, we're getting our website back on. Meanwhile, if you were in this class or if you were talking to that vendor, blah, blah, blah. And vendors and people would communicate through there. So that's actually really good. And it's free. So, you know, that's like a good resource. I know I'm like talking, but I wanted, in this kind of situation, I wanted to make sure it's so easy for the people who, like you, clients and users, to not have a smooth experience because something goes wrong tech-wise, that it's good to have a couple of backups. So what I'm going to do, I said my web store is open 24/7. I'm going to do the virtual booth. I'm going to participate in the Zoom booths, and I'm going to participate in the one-on-ones. And then I also thought I would just say to you guys what I do all the time anyway, because I guess I need to get the word out on that. If you were seeing this video, you know I do these little weekly broadcasts, and the topics change. Right now, while we're in the fall and there's been a flood of virtual shows, I have talked a lot about virtual shows. So I'm going to have to bring back just getting out the yarn and playing with the yarn again. But this has been an important topic. Regularly, though, if you want to shop with me virtually any old day of the week, you can always schedule a virtual appointment with me. I think, so I was mentioning I had an iPhone. So the iPhone FaceTime is a choice. If you don't have an iPhone, and you do the Android style, we can talk the same FaceTime style through Facebook Messenger. Yeah, because that used to just be typing, and now it's video talking in Facebook Messenger. And then I also have a professional Zoom account, so I can Zoom with you. We can do the texting back and forth during the live Facebook live stream. And then even if none of that works and you just want me to take pictures of things and email them to you, you know what? I am so happy to do that. And I tell people that all the time, because I do. You know, people will say, oh, I have this shawl. I need to make sure these two things match. I'm looking at one box over here on the internet and one box over there, and I can't put them together. So I can put them together and take a picture and send it to you if nothing else works. And so then, I guess the last thing I was going to do today was kind of like end the little show with my little box of yarn. Because, so you can zoom in all you want, Jenny, because this is not about me. This is about the yarn. I have been in Rhinebeck for a number of years, and I think it's kind of like a famous thing. The clients do the Rhinebeck sweaters, the yarn makers do the Rhinebeck colorways. So I have made like a collection of fall colorways that are my Rhinebeck colors, and they integrate with each other as much as possible. This, just to name them, so not all of these are on the web, but I've spent a couple of days putting some Rhinebeck colors up, and before tomorrow morning, this collection will go up. This is Night Forest. This is Black Falls.
Night Forest, Black Falls. Sorry, I got that out. But
yep.
Yeah.
These, I didn't reskein them. If you notice, this is reskeined and this one is reskeined, but these look like little fat braided breads. But you know, everybody's saying don't reskein them, so I didn't. This one is called October Garden, and it actually was designed to go with these two so that I could make a complete gradient set where it went the lightest, the medium, the next medium, and the fourth. So it would go 1, 2, 3, 4 if somebody wanted to do that. And then I had either a dark combination or a light combination of, and then the blue is in there. See, that's the thing without the rescanning is, depending on how you hold them, you see different parts of them. So anyway, and then they have some browns and greens to go with. What else is in here? I have a couple of different dye styles. Again, I held this one up. This is called Goth Moth. Yeah, here. I love that name. Because, and it's really, really highly speckled. And I did reskein it. This one I did reskein. This one is After Dusk. Again, into the blues. But I thought I would do like some fall sky colors. That's not all of them. Some are on. There's some reds, things with reds and browns. But different. Oh, here's some more of them. These just went up. Oh my, I had to remake this color. I've made it a couple of different times. This is Little Acorn Big Spirit. Rotate your phone. Little Acorn Big Spirit. Gnome Home. I've made that a lot. And now it's very popular. It's kind of taupe and silvery. Another peach one. This is a new shade of pinky peach I haven't done before. Maiden Blush. This one is The Library. And I think this is this what I have? No, this is a different one. This is another one in blues because people, oh no, that's After Dusk. So I had an After Dusk in the basket and an After Dusk on the chair. So that's a little sneak preview of some of my Rhinebeck colors. I didn't make a sweater, but I made lots of yarn. Anyway, all right, so this was a good time. I have to get back to cleaning because I have 2 rooms that might be part of a video tomorrow, for the next 4 days and not just one. So cleaning, organizing, dyeing, and scanning, posting yarn online. Anyway, thank you so much for coming today. Were there any last little questions before I sign off?
Nope.
Okay.
Just pretty yarn and more pretty yarn.
Thanks. All right, everyone. Have a great Rhinebeck Festival, and I will see you soon.